Good morning everybody, welcome into Spirit of Life Alchemy. Today is Thursday the 18th of April 2024 and this is your morning message tarot reading. So we have some astrology for today. We have the moon starting off the day in Leo. It's going to form a fire trine to the sun in Aries before it moves on into Virgo. So inspiration and creativity light up our souls, and then it's time to make a plan, strategize, analyze details, but make sure you take into consideration your daily devotions and self-care. So that's the energy for today. Let's do some cards and see what the cards want to tell us for today. Let's see what we want. Let's have the Mariel deck and let's have the Gaia deck. So how's everyone doing in Mercury retrograde? Bit of a stonker, isn't it? What do we need to know for Thursday the 18th of April 2024? Messages from Spirit please for the collective. What help, advice, support, guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate those energies for our highest and greatest good? Okay. Definitely being driven down into a soul conversation with Mercury. Okay, let's see, what do we need to know? Okay, hidden path. The marriage of spirit and matter. Okay, that always makes me think of Saturn in Pisces. And the Hierophant and the Magician. All those sort of tarot card energies where we've got that drawing down of spirit and manifesting into the physical. So yeah, Saturn in Pisces, obviously astrology. For those other cards, just two off the top of my head about sort of, you know, I always get the imagery and metaphors and energies of that bringing spirit down into the physical. Okay, then we've got loss, grief, sadness, resurrection. Okay, that sounds very Mercury retrograde in Aries energy. Okay, so I don't know if I showed you that. We've got the hidden path, we've got loss. Oh, what I'm getting is the path less travelled. That might be a message for somebody. Maybe you need to read that book. Okay, then we've got the search. Feeling lost, confused, lonely. Okay, that's definitely the hidden path. Okay, oh yes. Another dimension to all of this is Mercury retrograde. And being in eclipse season. So eclipse season started at the new moon in Pisces. 2 weeks later, we had the full moon lunar eclipse in Libra. 2 weeks after that, we had the new moon solar eclipse in Aries. So the next cycle that isn't an eclipse cycle is from the new moon in Taurus on something like the 8th of May. Oh, we've got April sunshine and showers going on outside here at the moment. Rain, it might even be hailstones. Can't actually see properly from here, but anyway, so we're in this eclipse energy, this Mercury retrograde energy, and yeah, we're being called to go inwards. So the 25th of March was that full moon lunar eclipse, and on the 1st of April, Mercury went retrograde, having already been in its shadow since the 18th of March. Okay, we've got all these just overlapping energies. Then after Mercury was going retrograde, then the new moon solar eclipse in Aries came in. This weekend we have the Jupiter Uranus conjunction in Taurus. Then 3 days later, we've got the full moon in Scorpio. The next day, we've got Mercury stationing direct on the 25th. And then just under 2 weeks later, we've got the new moon in Taurus. So all of April, March going into April, all of April, it's been quite intense energies. And so we may be feeling lost. We may be searching for answers. On the hidden path, going inwards, confronting our grief, confronting our sadness, feeling lost, confused, lonely, wondering when we're ever going to come out the other side of it. Be assured that this too will pass. I think the conjunction at the weekend is going to provide fast divine grace for us. There could be epiphanies, things coming out of left field, expansion of this beautiful spiritual energy, this marriage of spirit coming down because it's in Taurus, into the body, into the physical. I've just been having downloads this morning about sort of where this is hitting in my natal chart and everything. It's exactly conjunct my natal Uranus in my 12th house. So 8th house, for me, 8th house to 12th house. I have my North Node in my 8th house. It's like this opening up more to sort of where I'm being directed in life, what I'm here to do, how I can be of service to the world, and letting go of old paradigms of that and opening up new, deeper levels of soul knowing to that. This, if it is like a death and rebirth, a resurrection. So yeah, I mean, the energies are building. There must only be a couple of degrees away from each other at the moment. Yesterday the moon was making an aspect to each of them. And on Saturday the moon's going to make a trine to them. Let's just see, where are we? Yeah, yesterday the moon was squaring them both. They're only an hour away from each other. So the moon was square Jupiter at 21:11 and Uranus at 22:20. So, you know, they're fairly close together. Let's just have a little look and see how many degrees away we are. My ephemeris. Let's have a look. Okay, so where are we? The 18th. Oh, they're in the same degree. Jupiter is 21:14 and Uranus is 21:41. They're actually conjunct at 21:49 degrees. Okay, so, you know, we're feeling that energy. So it's not surprising that those cards have come out because, yeah, we're being influenced by this building conjunction. It's bringing up things, dredging up things from deep within the soul. Okay, because we've also got that Mercury retrograde going on at the same time. And there's several semi-sextiles, but the closeness of the planets in Aries, including the North Node, Venus, Mercury, Chiron and Eris, they're all sort of around 30 degrees from this this conjunction. So, you know, there's an influence there. It's a small, it's not a major astrological transit, but it will still be having an influence on us all. And of course we've all got Aries in our natal chart. Even if we've not got planets there, we've all got Taurus in governing an area of our life, whatever house Taurus is in, Aries is in. Pisces is also playing a big role as well, with Mars and Saturn. Well, Mars being the ruler of the eclipses and things, that the solar eclipse that we've just had, and he's in the last 15 degrees, so he's on silent retreat, developing himself as a spiritual warrior and recovering from going all the way around the astrological wheel. It's big energies at the moment. So let's see, what do we need to know? Let's do some tarot cards and see what the tarot wants to show us. This is the Marielle deck, is subtitled The Landscape of the Abyss. I do love an abyss. And crossing abysses. So it's I just love all this energy. I'm never happier than when we've got spiritual big jobs going on in our lives. Ooh, diving deeper, getting further down, uncovering more of the gifts and the treasures. Even if, you know, it's hard work. I have been asleep this week as well since I got back home after I've had a couple of weekends away, and half of last week I was away, and the preparation for doing that in the middle of Mercury retrograde, recording videos, not just these videos, but also I've got a Mercury retrograde group going on at the moment, and I pull a card and record a daily meditation for the group, doing all that in advance and being away. It was quite heavy stuff this last this last trip away. I have been sleeping like a log since I've got back, and I just can't wake up in the mornings. I'm just being really easy with myself, being in the energy, not trying to do anything, not worrying about all the things my mind had planned for coming up in May and going forward. I'm just sitting in the energy and just being taken deeper and deeper and deeper. So yeah, we just have to let go and go with it. So let's see, let's see what the cards want to tell us. Like, oh, we've got two fours there, the Four of Cups and the Four of Swords. Okay, so it feels like stagnation is being blown away, and stagnancy of emotions being blown away. Let's see, what do we need to know for Thursday the 18th of April 2024? Messages from Spirit for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate these energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? Okay, so we've got the High Priestess. That's probably the best place to be at the moment. Okay, then we've got the Ace of Wands. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Ten of Discs. And we have the King of Wands. Not surprised to see him show up again. He's been showing up quite regularly. Then the clarifiers. We've got the Hierophant. We've got the Four of Wands. And we've got the Page of Swords. Okay, and then in the subconscious, what have we got going on? We've got the Queen of Cups, we've got the Page of Cups, we've got the Nine of Wands, we've got the Knight of Cups, we've got the Queen of Wands. So we've got the King and the Queen of Wands coming out. We've got the Six of Wands. We've got the Seven of Swords, Judgment and the Two of Cups. That's where the story ends for today. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, the Two of Cups is where we need to get to. Okay, so where we find ourselves today. You know, we're on the hidden path. We're lost. We're sensing loss. We're searching for answers. And where we find ourselves is the high priestess. So come into stillness, come into quiet, and listen. Okay, we don't find our answers if we're racing about all over, if we're pushing. Okay, we have to surrender. We have to sink into the grief and the sadness, really feel the bodily expression of the emotions, wondering if we're ever going to come out of this state of confusion, of loneliness, of feeling lost. Okay, it may feel like we're in a dark forest and we don't know where we're going. And we don't know whether to go forward or to turn back. And if we look back, it's like, well, that looks as dark as it looks going forward. There's no path. I don't know. If I turn round, I could get myself even more lost. And so we're in this I've talked about this, was it in here? I don't know I can't remember if I've been talking about this in here or in the Facebook group, about sort of being comfortable in the uncomfortable place, in the ambiguous place, in the place of no thing, the void, no thingness. Okay, there's no there's no sense of stability or anything. There's no direction, and this is very much the Mercury retrograde energy of this week. Okay, and it brings up all our worries and our self-doubts and things like that, and old fears. And often underneath old fears there's grief, there's sorrow, there's confusion. Our brains, they want everything to be safe and secure, and Mercury retrograde in Aries is not the time to be safe and secure. You're being asked to walk in the hidden path, to go deeper. Okay, to confront that sense of grief, that sense of sorrow and sadness, whatever it is. Okay, because within there is the golden shadow, are the golden nuggets, is the treasure that you're looking for. Okay, having conversations around that. Mercury is conjuncting the North Node 3 times. Okay, it entered his shadow at the North Node, or just before going into, at the end of his shadow going in, he was at the North Node. Then as soon as he turned, he comes back to the North Node before going forward. So it's twice. He's conjuncting the North Node. Eris, he's conjuncting 3 times. She's the social justice warrior, with her sword of truth, and fighting for justice and freedom and equality and everybody to be heard. She's chaos. Okay, but she won't go down without a fight. And conjunction Chiron 3 times as well. So there's deep healing to be done. Also with the Chiron, he was conjunct the sun and the moon at the new moon solar eclipse. And so if we're not being pulled down to our depths to answer the question of, who am I? What is your truth? What is your I am? Okay, and bring that forth. The sun has been conjuncting the North Node, and Chiron and Eris, and conjuncting Mercury on his retrograde journey. Venus is coming through as well, conjuncting, and someday soon. Mercury is going to conjunct Venus. So there's just this huge cauldron of chaos and confusion, and being asked to sort of go deep into the dark woods, connected to spirit, okay, connected to matter, and find our truth, find our I am, okay. And we can do that by, working with the high priestess, being in stillness. What's moving into the past, the energy that's moving away, is the Ace of Wands. Okay, so that divine spark of inspiration. Okay, this could be the Aries energy, or actually the energy of all three fire signs. Aries, Leo, we've just had the sun in Leo. It starts the day off in Leo, before moving into the earth sign of Virgo. But we've had this spark of creativity and everything. It's moving away, and now we sit in the stillness to make the plans, to strategize, do the self-care, to analyze what we've downloaded, what's going on, how can we heal this wound, how can we care for this. The card beneath, which is our foundation, we've got the Three of Cups. Okay, so this is a reminder. This is how I read this card anyway. So we've got the river at the top, coming down into separate waterfalls, and then coming back into a river at the bottom. So for me, the river is the soul world, the collective. When we're all together, we're all part of the same. And then the waterfalls are the life journeys, okay, our individual life journeys, and then upon death we come back together again. So this is a reminder in this reading for me to remember that we're all spiritual souls. In fact, we're multidimensional, infinite beings of light and love that are having this human expansion within this infinite universe, multiverse, whatever you want to call it, however you see it. Okay, so it's a reminder that we signed the contract to come down and do this journey, to be here at this time. Okay, and we're doing it the best we can. The message from Spirit, we've got the 10 of discs here. So what I'm getting from this is to find stability and security and connect to the prosperity and abundance in all of that. This is spirit into matter. Okay, the message from Spirit is about, it doesn't matter what our outwardly external circumstances are, try and connect to the stability and the security in knowing that we're just having an earth journey. Okay, we're here to work through these emotions, these patterns and things, to go into the darkness to find the light again, to connect to our truth beyond those emotions and fears. What we're moving into is the King of Wands here, Cardinal Fire, Aries energy. I am. We're in Aries season until Friday, till tomorrow. The moon, this is UK, British summertime. The sun moves into Aries, into Taurus tomorrow. I think it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, British summertime. Okay, so we're winding up and completing that sun season in Aries. Okay, so connection of a core identity level of I am. There's still other parts to work out. Venus and Mercury transiting, that's what I was looking at, transiting through Aries, and then at the end of April, it will be Mars's turn to come through Aries, having rejuvenated himself. Okay, so the clarifiers, the Hierophant, again, the marriage of spirit and matter. Okay, being our own inner guru, being our own inner teacher, going into these energies, these emotions, remembering that we're souls having a human experience, connecting to our higher selves, finding that structure and stability within sort of the no-thingness, within the descent into the darkness, okay, and remembering, you know, it's all part of the journey. Okay, being connected to all of that energy helps us to pass the portal, the four of wands, 1111 portal. Okay, and again in this card we've got this tree here in the middle. I always see this again as connecting heaven and earth, the roots reaching deep down into the earth, the branches reaching up to spirit, to the light, and us in the middle passing through the portal. And as we do, we get new information coming in. The page of swords here. So it could be this message, it could be, you know, a conversation you have with somebody, something you watch, something you listen to, something you read. There's little messages coming in to guide you on this, to keep you on track, to drop the breadcrumbs to get you through the confusion and the loneliness and the feeling lost, to the resurrection. Okay, so let's see what's going on in the subconscious. So I've got the Queen of Cups. Okay, so the Queen of Cups here. Fixed water, which is Scorpio energy, seeing the hidden, seeing beyond the veil. I see the Queen of Cups as a lower vibration of the High Priestess, but she also dives beneath the surface. She goes deep into the subconscious to find the pearls of wisdom, okay, to find the treasure and bring it up. Next to her is the Page of Cups, messages coming in, reconciliation, apologies, forgiveness, of self to self often, whispers to follow your bliss. Okay, with the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is to defend your vulnerability at this moment. Okay, because it can feel quite vulnerable, but know that you're a lion or a tiger inside. Okay, and you can roar, and you're powerful. And feeling that powerfulness in the surrender of this time, the moment. With the Knight of Cups, so mutable water, which is Pisces energy again. Spirit, bringing the spiritual into your life, bringing the spiritual into matter, dissolving and surrendering to it, being comfortable in the uncomfortable position. That's where your power is. That's where your creativity is. The Queen of Wands, fixed fire, Leo energy. Okay. And we had the tiger in the Nine of Wands. Here the Queen of Wands is holding a leopard or a cheetah or some sort of big wild cat. Okay. She's tamed that wild cat. It's her kitty. And that's us as well. That's the way to victory, the Six of Wands here. Okay, victory with the Seven of Swords. Again, we've got the black and the white, the dark and the light. What I'm always drawn to in this card is that both creatures have got green emerald eyes, and the crow raven has an emerald in its beak. Returning to love. That is victory. That's the treasure as well. Beneath all of the emotions, the loss, the sadness, the feeling lonely, confused, feeling lost, beneath that is the love energy that we're diving deep. That's the treasure that we're connecting to. And that brings about the resurrection and the rising like a phoenix again. Okay, it's interesting. This judgment card does have the phoenix rising. Okay, we started off in the subconscious with the Queen of Cups, Scorpio energy, diving down to find the pearls of wisdom, to find the treasure. We're uncovering the truth, which is that, you know, all is love. And in that knowing, it brings us resurrection, and it brings us to the Two of Cups. Okay, so coming into balance, masculine and feminine within, love, connecting to what you love to do, you love to create. Okay, that's the journey. Who am I? Love of self, love of healing yourself to come into love and loving, you know, everything about you. Self-love, loving what you do, and love energy go. That's the answer to it all. It's not always so easy to stay in that energy, I know. But we keep on searching, and we keep on surrendering, and we keep on showing up with the energies that are guiding us each and every day. So let's do an Art of the Sacred Wheel card to sum up this reading. Put my cards away that I'm using at the moment. I work with this deck every day. I love it. So what do we need to know for Thursday the 18th of April 2024? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support, guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate these energies for our highest and greatest good? Okay, let's see. What do we need to know? Aloneness, number 20, return to essence. This is returning to our soul essence. And we do that. It's an inner journey on a hidden path. And you know, we don't take anybody with us. We do it on our own. Okay. And so, yeah, returning to our soul essence. Which is love. So that's your reading for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's resonated with you, for you. I think we're about, is that 32 minutes? I can't see. I know I feel like I've talked a lot today, but it just when it needs to come out, it needs to come out. So that's your reading for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's resonated for you, either in the whole reading or if there's just bits that just were the little messages you needed to hear today. I'm so pleased. If that's the case, please do like, share, subscribe to the channel, click on the wiggly bell. That lets me know that you like what I'm doing. It also helps the algorithms for us to get to more people with my readings. If you'd like a personal reading from me, then email me at the email address below the video in the descriptions box. Have a wonderful day, and until tomorrow, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching.